Hello everybody, Kane here today with an episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we are back on the world. Oh, and I need to fix some of my settings because I haven't played Minecraft since last episode, in all honesty, guys. I'm sure I sound a little bit congested. I've got super bad allergies right now, but yeah, it's been a week since the last video. And I'm pretty sorry about that. I didn't really mean to do that, but a mixture of just tons of work, tons of school, and tons of, well, not feeling the best. All kind of combined. And yeah, that kind of led to just videos not really being a thing. But we're going to change that this week. Hopefully everything will kind of go back to normal. Hopefully at least. Anyway, I didn't really have an exact plan for what today was going to be, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is not add in the Dinosaurs again, but instead go through and just kind of work on these 3 exhibits and kind of get them, or 4 exhibits I guess, although the Pachycephalosaurs are pretty much done. So yeah, probably this one, and that one, and just kind of work on them a bit, try and get them to look a bit nicer, and yeah, go from there. So yeah, I guess I'll get started and I'll bring you guys back in when I have made some progress. Alright everybody, it's raining and that's kind of perfect because I like sometimes showing off these building things we do when it's raining because it gives a really cool atmosphere to it. But I did it, guys. I did the thing I kept saying I was gonna do that I didn't do, and now I've done it. We built the what the heck is this called? I want to say a veranda, but it's not a veranda. It's, is that a new sound? Is that from one of the mods? Did they change the thunder sound? If they did, that's awesome. That sounds so much better. What is this called? Like a roof. I don't know. The roofed pathway. Gazebo, I guess? I guess it's kind of a gazebo because it's round. I don't know. Whatever this is called, I finally built it. I built the roof over our little roundabout there. And I really like it. I think there's a few things here and there I can change, but overall, I think this looks fantastic. It is still raining though, and I kind of want it to not be raining now. It's funny, it's like, I do love, oh, are there just tons of monsters under there? Yeah, there's tons of monsters all around here. But as you can kind of see, I don't know, it's got an interesting shape to it. I really like it. I was originally going to put another window up at the top to let more light in, but I kind of decided just having these 4 little windows at the corners let in more than enough light and kind of kept this still super shady. I did bring in a couple benches from Zawa at these points. The funny thing is, at least for this one, there really isn't that great of a view into the Ankylosaurus enclosure, but the one for the Gallimimus enclosure is way better. You get a really nice little view into the exhibit. Unfortunately, of course, our Gallimimuses are madmen, and they just kind of sit over here all day, doing nothing, but like staring at the fence. Oh, are they sleeping? Is it nighttime? Can I sleep so I can show you guys this with like sunlight? Because that'd be awesome. Oh man, I do love the rain though, to a degree. It's like, I love it, but there are monsters nearby. Okay, is that what it said the first time and I just didn't pay attention? There we go. All right, I do love showing stuff off in the rain, but other times it's kind of annoying because, you know, it's like I can't really show off like how it looks normally or like in proper lighting. Also, this is why I wanted the windows in, because then you get these amazing, especially with the shaders at least, these wonderful like god rays of light just coming through the window. Oh, that looks spectacular. I love that so much. But yeah, pretty simple build overall, wasn't too complicated. I think I did a pretty good job getting the slope to be about what I wanted it to be. I mean, to be honest, the best way to think of how this thing is shaped is if you took like the conical tower on top of like a medieval fantasy tower and just squished it flat like a pancake. That's kind of what I've done. I think it's a good shape. It gives a lot of nice shade. I don't know, it's just super nice. I really like it. And I'm very happy I finally built it. I also did work a bit on the pathways. I got that railing in. and started laying this out just because, and I didn't put a railing on it yet because I don't really know what I want to do with it. If we're just gonna do the typical hedges that we usually run along when there aren't, like, you know, either a drop off or an exhibit nearby, or if we're just gonna run the glass around and kind of do that. Main reason for that is this area in here and the fact that I'm still really wanting to put a restaurant here. I really think it would be cool because we got this here, we got a lot of really good exhibits around here, and I think throwing a restaurant or something in here would be a really good idea. We won't get to that today though. Anyway, what am I thinking? I think the other stuff I'd like to touch up on is we're gonna try and finish all the decorations in the Triceratops exhibit. I want to do something here, and then I think I'm gonna try and finish the shelter. I don't know if I'll get to the Ankylosaurs today, but anyway, that's what I've been working on for now, and yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I'm gonna go get started on the other stuff, and I'll bring you guys back in when some stuff's happened there. All right, we're back, and I've gotten a fair bit more work done. It doesn't look like a lot, but a lot has happened. For one, I got the roof in. I'll be 100% honest, it's not the best roof. It really isn't. Mostly because this whole shelter was built very janky, and to be completely honest, I think I should have done more math when it came to designing it, so that way it kind of lined up a bit better. Luckily though, I mean, it looks kind of derpy at this from here, but the rest of the angles where, trust me, it looks even derpier, I've kind of blocked off using trees. And the fact you can't really get up high and see it, although if we did, you would see just how bizarre looking it is. But hey, it's got a roof now, and to be honest, it's a roof that works, and that's the most important part. So the shelter for the Gallimimus is pretty much done. Not that it really matters, because those pesky little ornithomimids just kind of sit there. The big thing I did, though, was right here, as you guys can see. I kind of oh, there's a witch down there. I don't like that. I kind of completed the rock wall into the hill. And it now joins up completely to the Pachycephalosaurus exhibit and to the back of the hill. And I think that's really good. I do think it adds a bit more, I don't know, life back to the place. Makes it look a bit less synthetic. Oh, it still looks super synthetic. I need to do a bit more variation with the rocks and all that to kind of make it look a bit less uniform. But overall, I think it's starting to come together quite nicely. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I know this episode isn't what we usually do. We don't usually just go through and do these little decorative episodes, but I thought since it's been a very long time since I've actually sat down to record this and I haven't been feeling the best, I just wanted to take a quick little, you know, like short kind of chill episode just to do some stuff. But what else have I done? I don't think anything else. So I guess that just leaves a couple small projects to work on in here. I say small, I mean decorating this exhibit is actually a fairly daunting task. We'll see how much of it I finish. But, well, I mean, I guess actually decorating it isn't that difficult, because if we quickly hop in, it's mostly, like, a lot of the bigger things that would take a long time to do, like rock walls or ponds, we've already done. In fact, I think the only thing I need to do is add in trees. And once the trees are in, that pretty much finishes the exhibit off. I mean, yeah, I could definitely do a bit more work on the Triceratops, well, you know, shelter, but I've done enough shelters for today. I'm kind of not interested in working on this one. I also kind of want to go back to the old world where I built the original Triceratops shelter that looked like this and kind of figure out what I did, because that one looked better than this one, and I want to figure out how to make that one. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get started on this, kind of making it look a bit nice, and after I do that, I think we'll close out today's episode and just kind of enjoy what we've built. So I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, we're back, and the final bits of stuff to show off are done, and that is, well, so I had a change of plans when it came to decorating the Triceratops. So originally, you guys know I was gonna do planters, and then I've kind of realized something. Planters are awesome, don't get me wrong, and I think they do work for certain exhibits. I think this exhibit, though, just doesn't, I couldn't use them effectively for two reasons. One, it wouldn't really allow me to get as many trees in as I wanted, and two, this exhibit is way too hilly for it to effectively work and look nice. I need a much flatter exhibit for it to kind of work, and for the Gallimimus and Ankylosaurus, that kind of works really well, but for this one, I mean, this exhibit is just tons of hills all over the place, because that's kind of just how it kind of came out over the, I don't know how many episodes we've spent building it, but yeah. But anyway, I did do, though, what I have been using the trees for, and that is blocking off line of sight. So a lot of these chain link fences we have are now just surrounded by, well, trees, because that's, you know, a really good way to just kind of block off that line of sight. We got a decent view in here of the lake, or the pond, I guess. It's more of a pond than a lake. And then we got more trees blocking off that area. Then we got a good view from the viewing event, and that kind of gives you a bit of a look up there and a nice look into here. More trees mostly blocking off the view from the chain link fence, but not completely, giving you little glimpses here and there. Then we come up here, more trees, more trees, more trees. And then we got a few little, like, nice little look through spots there. And then we got a nice view of the shelter and all that kind of stuff up at the top of the hill from this viewport here. And I think that looks really good overall. I like it. I just genuinely think it looks like a very awesome kind of exhibit. And it's starting to get that more, I guess, North American feel I'm trying to go for with the Cretaceous area, considering most of our Cretaceous dinosaurs are North American. I'm guessing, except discounting Spinosaurus, Velociraptor, and Therizinosaurus, which are Egypt and China, respectively, or I guess Mongolia. So, yeah, I can do the North American theme. Anyway, I did just want to come through real quick and just kind of take a look at this area now that we've gotten more work done with it, and I have to say, like, it really is just starting to come together in just a spectacular way. I absolutely love how everything's starting to come together to really form this cohesive kind of feel and theme to the whole area, and I don't know, it's really cool. I am absolutely falling in love with this area. I really am. I don't know, there's just something about it. It's really cool to kind of see these old exhibits or these older dinosaurs we have, because I mean most of these ones we have in this area are ancient by the standards of the animals of the park. Not quite as old as Tumbleweed the Stegosaur, but pretty old in general. And it's kind of cool to give these old exhibits like this one and some of the newer exhibits just a really cool theme, lots of new life. Just, I don't know, keep building on them and building on their ideas until we get something that's super duper cool. And yeah, I don't know. I know I'm rambling at this point, but I don't know. I just can't express how happy I am with it. I am very excited to continue. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next episode. I'm guessing next episode will probably have to be the Therizinosaurus, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do after that. Obviously, we could do the Parasaurs, but I kind of want to wait on the Parasaurs for one main reason, and that is I really want a good idea of where I want to put them. I really do, because I don't want to just throw them in somewhere and then kind of have to force the terrain to kind of fit them. Kind of like we do with the Trikes and a lot of the old exhibits. I do want to find an area where I'm like, okay, this is an area where I don't have to do tons of work, but I can get a very cool exhibit in. And then probably after the Therizinosaurus is done, again, we're not going to go to the Parasaur. I think instead, we're going to start coming back to the Jurassic animals and kind of fixing their exhibits up. Moving them around, making their builds look nicer, adding space, adding shelters, all sorts of stuff, and I think that'll be really, really cool. I do think I need to add a shelter to the Pachycephalosaurus because I forgot I didn't add one in, so we'll take care of that at some point soon. But yeah, like, I'd love to get the Dilophosaurus exhibit looking nicer, the Dryosaurs, everything. Sarcos will get their own build eventually. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I kind of want to come to the greenhouse real quick. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's just because I saw it and I love this thing. It's awesome. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess when I was talking about earlier wanting to do a restaurant, I think I want to do more stuff like this. I want to do more buildings in the park that aren't just exhibits, because we have tons of exhibits, and yeah. So maybe before we start the Jurassic stuff, we'll take a bit of time and work on a building or two. That might be a really good idea, actually. Because then I think we're gonna do the Dilophosaurus, the Dryos, the Stego, Then probably move on to the Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus, and then finally we'll add in the Allosaurus. Or maybe we'll do the Allosaurus before we do all that kind of stuff. That could be a good idea. We'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling on too long. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys think of the new decorations we've thrown in, all that kind of stuff. Any advice or tips you guys have for how we can decorate these builds even more. And yeah, until next time, guys, see ya.